The most powerful self-help advice I've ever received didn't come from best-selling authors, didn't come from TED Talks, and most certainly didn't come from gurus doing cold plunges and calling it a morning routine. It came from across the kitchen table, from people who never called it self-help. It came from my parents, more specifically from my mom. Today, the self-help industry is worth billions. There are courses to fix your mindset, coaches to optimize your breathing, and there are also people teaching you how to schedule your bathroom breaks to maximize your efficiency. Really. And let's not forget the 25-step morning routine, which somehow takes 4 hours just in the name of finding your true and best self. And here's the wild part. When I zoom out and look at all these trends, I realize something. Most of them, they're just rebranded versions of what my mom used to say. No funnel, no framework, just everyday wisdom for free. Back then, when I was a kid, go to bed. It wasn't part of a recovery protocol. It wasn't sleep hygiene. It was just something that we did. We just went to sleep, you know. Now, we track our REM cycles with gadgets and tools. We analyze our sleep stages. We brag about sleep scores as if they were trophies. Don't eat that crap was my mom's version of a nutrition plan. No sugar, no junk, simple. But today, we call it biohacking. We build glucose stabilizing routines and supplement stacks. All to say the same thing, eat your veggies. Read a book. Today, it's a digital detox strategy, how to repay your attention span and escape the algorithm. Back then, it just meant leave me alone for 5 minutes. And actually, it was good. It was good. Go outside and play is also something. I used to think I was annoying her somehow, you know. Turns out I was regulating my dopamine, soaking up sunlight, engaging in unstructured movement, all without a wellness coach. And then there's the classic, make your bed. Today, it's a foundational micro habit, a building block of discipline and identity. Back then, it was because I said so. My mom doesn't journal. My mom doesn't wake up early to meditate through sunrise. And she definitely doesn't use words like dopamine detox. But she knows something that the self-help world often forgets. That the real change, the one that really sticks, doesn't come from dramatic breakthroughs or perfect routines. It comes from showing up consistently, even when it's boring, even when it's difficult, even when no one's watching, even when there's nothing to post about. She never called it a system. She just did what had to be done, day in, day out. And that's not just mom wisdom, that's really old wisdom. Over 2,000 years ago, Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. Looking at her now, still running life with quiet rhythm, I realized she didn't need a podcast. She didn't need a life coach or a vision board. She just believed in doing what's right again and again. Not to impress anyone, and certainly not to be her best self, but because that's how you move through the world with integrity. And maybe that's the most underrated self-help there is. The kind you don't talk about, the kind you actually live. So let me ask you this. What's the best piece of advice your parent gave you? The one that sounded ordinary back then, but now feels kind of genius. Drop in the comments. I'd love to read what stuck with you. And hey, don't forget to eat your veggies. Peace.